Duncan, your pup really wants to join you. He's all up in your face. I love it. Mom, thanks for moving your camera. Now I can see you. Oh, I should do this. Yeah, it's helpful if I can see you guys. Not the end of the world if I can't. All right, so that's supported fish pose. A place where your chest is open and your neck is supported. So make sure you're comfortable and you don't feel anything pulling, pinching, or agitated in your body. Try and work with your palms facing up and your arms down by your sides. Legs in any shape that also feels supportive. Feel free to take it into any kind of hip opener with butterfly or simple cross-legged. So really taking the extra moments this morning to individualize your practice for your body. So what I offer is just a baseline. You get to make it unique. Close your eyes. Let any tension go in your jaw and let your tongue drop a little heavier into the lower part of your mouth. And these first few moments are just to be aware and notice how the props underneath your shoulders and your head affect your breathing. So do you find that your breath changes in pace? Does your breath at all change lengthwise, either on the in or the out breath? Maybe your body can take in air a little easier. Or maybe your body feels the stickiness as you're in this opening. Maybe it's just a bit more challenging to breathe. So try not to change too much right from the get-go. Just be a watcher first, an observer of your breath and of any physical bodily sensations that accompany your breath today. And allowing stillness in. You might find it easy to find stillness at this hour. Or you may find your mind a little fuller. Again, maybe there's an edge of challenge to be still first thing in the morning. No right, no wrong answer. Just is what it is. Now beginning to shift your attention to your legs, especially where your legs meet your torso around your hip region. No muscular effort. It's the density of your bones. Begin to move your attention towards your belly. Start to breathe into that space, in and out. Here's where you can become a little bit more conscious and intentional with your breath. meaning that you do have control over how you breathe. So find some soft belly breaths. Any rhythm that works for you this morning. Let those belly breaths work their way up. So you're feeling your breath a little more into your middle chest. Kind of at the bottom of your rib cage, right where that edge of the block or the pillow or the prop is underneath your shoulder blades. Move your breath to that space. It's going to be ever so slightly different for each of us. Again, working a bit slower on both your in and your out breath. Now feel your breath move higher into your chest, gently at your collarbones and throat. You might even feel it in the parallel space on the back of your body. More of those rib cage, upper ribs, shoulder blades, or the prop might be holding you up. And then this next move upwards is more subtle, so be kind to yourself as you just try to take your attention and your breath from your throat up into the center of your brain. You may not be able to feel the physicality of that. So maybe you use some visualization, some imagination, some mind's eye. A little pearl of white light, gently expanding and dimming right in the center of your physical brain. Slow it down. Savor it. And move that pearl of white light from the center of your brain. Let it glide down towards your throat. And that little well of your neck. Again, see the light slightly brighten on your inhale and softly dim as you exhale. Just in this little pool of the throat. Allow that pearl of white light to just glide down a little farther into your chest cavity and into your lung tissue. Now the light becomes a little brighter, expanding, filling, shining into your lungs, both right and left. Still softening as you exhale. Again, this is subtle work. You don't need to take a big gulping breath. Just try to work with that image of the white light. Stretching into the right and left sides of your body. Your lungs, your rib cage. You can even see it shine outside of your body. Our skin is porous. You might feel that light ooze out a little bit in a good way. Seeing that pearl of light drop down towards the bottom of your rib cage, maybe your floating ribs, lower than your sternum, and then in the middle of your torso. Same visual and physical sensation, expanding, brightening, inhale, quieting, dimming on your exhale. The calm pace, your pace. And one more drop of that pearl of white light into your belly. And see that actual pearl of light dissolve so the light completely swims around all your organs. All the good stuff that lives in your belly. Liver, stomach, big and small intestine, kidneys, pancreas, right? A little bit of everything. Just let that shimmering white light swim all around. And maybe you release that visualization. You come to see how you feel on a physical plane, in your mental sphere, and even in your own emotional world. How do you feel right now? And there's no wrong, there's no right way to feel on any of those planes. It just is what it is. Slowly move physically, let your head sway side to side, and it might take you a good little while to come out of this. So no hurry. Head goes right and left. Keep attention on your breath. You can breathe in your nose, out of your mouth. You can take soft ujjayi in and out of your nose. Let your head come to still. Reach your arms overhead. Feel the skin of your armpits get space. Just be kind to your shoulders. Exhale, bend at your elbows. Cactus your arms until you sweep your arms all the way down by your sides. Forearms to the mat. It's helpful to bend your right knee and just be careful as you put a little pressure into your elbows to slightly come up so you can move your props, blocks, pillows, support off to the side and gently back down onto the mat with both of your knees bent. Arms by your side and just full spinal support, you and the ground. You can give a nice big exhale out of your mouth, give it to the floor. And try a little wider bridge today with a slight turn out on your toes. Inhale, start to roll up through your spine. Keep your chin slightly away from your chest, and then exhale, roll down. When your inhale begins, you lift up, Satya Bandhasana bridge, and when you're done, you exhale and roll down. So take your time lifting and lowering. It's a pretty opposite action of what we were just doing on the props. So if you feel like it's a little tough and tight, maybe like a beef jerky in your back, which is, I know, a silly analogy, but it might feel that kind of restricted. It's because we're moving in an opposite way. So go at it calmly, slowly, up on your inhale, down on your exhale. Up on your inhale, down on your exhale. Take 2 more. And the last one, stay in your lifted position. Rock a little side to side till you find your fingers underneath your back, interlacing them. Eyes up towards the ceiling. No need to look at the screen. Nothing you need to see happening here. You guys know what bridge pose is. Reach your knuckles towards your heels. Find that snuggling of the back of your skull into the floor. And now start to use a little muscle energy to keep you elevated. So press of your feet, security in your knees, and a little squeeze of your glutes to keep your hips lifted and the front of your hips open. Mouth is relaxed, jaw is happy, right? Don't grit your teeth. No need to bear through it. One more breath in. Exhale, release your arms. Take a slow peel down, very slow. Upper back, middle back, lower back. Spine fully on the ground. Then lift your feet, hug your knees towards your armpits, rock side to side. And then start to stir your knees around a little bit. So one can go clockwise, one can go counterclockwise. It should feel like you're just stirring a spoon in your hip sockets. So stir it around, get it going. If you feel any clicking or popping or just kind of unnecessary movement, make your circles a little smaller. It usually will take out that clicking sensation. Try to switch the direction of your knees. It doesn't have to be anything perfect. You're like, I don't really know which way which knee is moving. Just try to move the other way. Right? Just change up the stirring. Nice. Good, everybody. Come to center, bring your knees together. Lift both legs up towards the ceiling. Flex and point through your feet. Hello, feet, ankles, toes. That farthest point of our bodies. So just sending attention and connection from your brain to your toes. So that's why it's helpful to move. You can do circles. You can continue to point and flex. Move it all around. And then still your feet. Find the hinges of your knees. So just a little bend, straighten. Bend and straighten. Again, so your brain goes, oh, knees. Okay, they're there. We already went to hips. So just straighten your legs, keep them up, straighten your arms up, fingers. Flash them around, move them around, twinkle them around. Little bear claws, and then little fireworks. Then find your wrists. Right, so you're just trying to connect some proprioception, some understanding of your own body and space. Wrists side to side, circles, up and down. And then elbows, bend, lengthen, bend, lengthen. Same kind of joint as your knees, like a hinge of a door. Good, straighten your arms, straighten your legs. Let your arms and your feet touch the floor at the same time. Breathe while you're doing so. Nice. Good, big exhale. Shrug your shoulders up and down. Again, so you fully connect to all the joints, the major ones in your body. Good. Bring your knees in, roll to one side, doesn't matter. Come up to sit. Sit on a block, sit on a blanket, sit on a pillow. Don't sit on your dog. That's not good. Find some kind of comfortable position in your legs. And notice what it's like to be up right now. Maybe you want to move around, do a little twist. Breathe a little clearer. And then you're going to come hands connected on your legs in any way and a little forward and back motion with your chest. So seated cat-cow. Forward and back. Forward and back. Start to add in your neck, but do it thoughtfully. And maybe you're used to always just tucking your chin and then taking it forward. Maybe you round back, turn your head to the left, come forward, turn your head to the right. So just try to move in a little bit of a non-habitual way. Even if it's a tiny change of just turning your head instead of chin in and chin out. A few more. Awesome, everybody. Still breathing, still enjoying that movement in your body. And then as you're ready, come to center. Pick your feet up off the floor and just find a squat, however you are. So soles of the feet on the floor. It's gonna feel different than probably the squat you're used to. Maybe widen your feet, bring your elbows inside just like you would. Hands down, chest lifted. So you should feel pretty darn supported by whatever you're sitting on. And breathe. Relax your jaw. Yeah, readjust as you need. You guys all know your bodies. Breathe in and out. Good, one more inhale. And exhale. Bring your knees together. So lift your elbows so you can get them out of the way. Bring your knees together and hug at your shins. Round your back, drop your forehead. And then push between your shoulder blades back behind you. So that full-on rounding from your cervical spine, your neck, your shoulders, your back. And then inhale, come up. Take the easiest, most efficient journey to bring yourself up. Just simple, doesn't need to be complicated. Yeah, we like to complicate things. Let's not do that this morning. Feet a little wider than your hips. You're gonna come onto your big toes. You turn to the opposite side. So it's right big toe, turn to the left. Left big toe, come onto your right. Just a little full spinal twist, side to side. Bring your breath back. Good, just a different way to wake up and warm up, right? I'm a big fan of the sun salutation, but we're just trying to shake it up a little bit here today. Slow it down, come to center, and then just stand in Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet even, palms forward, eyes closed. Eyes open if you need to stay a little bit more awake. Notice where your feet are, your knees, your pelvis, so both areas of your hips, your organs, then move to your lungs, shoulders. Try to find both hands in space at the same time. Up to your elbows. Beeline to your throat. Find your breath some way in your nose. And then breath to your brain. And maybe even notice the skin on your scalp. Slight bend in your knees, open your eyes if they're closed. Inhale, reach your arms up, fingertips touch. Exhale, cactus your arms, lift your chest. Good. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, move into your shoulders, open your chest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms. So you're gonna keep doing that just a few times, safely. Awakening, moving through your shoulders, opening through your chest, right? Getting that opposite computer posture right here. And then you start to add in a little bit of balance. So as you bend your elbows, you lift one knee. Then you straighten your arms, you soak that foot down. You exhale, bend the other knee, find your balance. So just some functional, simple movement. As you find your chest opening, you find your balance. So it's asking both sides of your brain to work, right and left, left and right. You might already feel a little extra warmth in your shoulders. Again, it's okay to feel. Try not to run away from sensations that you know are there that ultimately will be good for you. If it's a sensation of pain, no, don't stick around there. That's not worth it. Just a couple more. Notice if you lost your breath connection. So it's inhale, feet down, arms up. Exhale, one knee up, elbows bent. So you might need to slow it down. Good. Take two more each side. Again, just finding your body in space. Nice, everybody. Again, keep it simple. And then when you're done, reach both arms up, slight bend in your knees. Exhale, dive it down into a forward fold. Move around what needs to be moved. Stay stable, maybe in your feet, in your breath. Good. Inhale, come up halfway and hold it for 5 breaths. Find your shoulder blades together on your back and away from your ears. So, giraffe neck. Relaxed jaw. Whether you're counting the breaths or you're like, oh no, she'll count it for me. Either way, one more round of inhale and exhale. Watch if you're locking any part of your body. Inhale, come up to stand. You can reach your arms up, touch your fingertips. Good. Exhale, take it back down. Forward fold. Hang over your legs. Inhale, come up halfway. Stay for 10 breaths. Find your shoulders. A little hug and a gentle pull down. Really nice position of your neck, everyone. Eyes on the floor. Back of the neck is smooth. What's gripping? Too much. Can you put a little ease there? Are you counting? Are you maybe not counting? Just notice. Again, it's not a right, not a wrong. There's no report card at the end of class. So maybe you're working your way towards your 10th breath. Maybe you have no idea. When you're ready, or when you're at your 10th breath, come back up to stand with an extended spine, arms up, fingertips touch. Exhale, come just halfway down again. Ardha Uttanasana. So just go right to that half lifted position. Half lifted, yeah, not all the way. Halfway. There you go. Good. Continue to breathe. Bring your hands together. Step your left foot back so you come into a runner's lunge, but you're still leaning forward. Yeah. Start to feel your legs. And when you feel that muscle energy fire up, you fire up your breath just a little more. In a focused, concentrated way. Take your arms behind you, interlace your fingers, reach your knuckles a little bit down towards the back edge of your mat. So it doesn't need to even lift off your back. As you bring your shoulders over your hips, bend your left knee, inhale. And then exhale, lean forward, straighten your left leg. Inhale, bend your knee, lift your shoulders right over your hips. Exhale, lean forward. So we're going to continue that. Inhale, up. Exhale, lean. Your inhale, your exhale. I know it's a lot on the front thigh, the front quad. So just take 2 more. Inhale brings you up. Exhale takes you 45 degrees. 1 more inhale. Exhale, 45 degrees. More bend in your back knee. Step up into chair. Keep your hands as is. Now maybe lift your thumbs away from your back an inch or 2. Shift more weight into your heels. Utkatasana, chair pose. Weight onto your left foot, right leg back. So you're in this leaning forward, high runner's lunge. Switch which way your fingers are interlaced and which thumb is on top. Find your feet. Invite your breath to help you as you inhale, come up, shoulders over hips, right knee bends. Exhale, lean forward, straighten your back leg. Do you know the same thing as the other side? Inhale to come up. Exhale to lean and feel a little more into your front foot. So your breath in and out, right? We're still finding that back bend with tranquility, heart opener that's happy. Not too dramatic, but it's happening. Good, take 2 more. Watch if your breath is catching in any spot. We'll end in the leaning forward variation. Bend your back knee, step up Utkatasana chair pose. You guys got it, breathe. Relax your jaw. Bring your hands to your thighs. So let go of your shoulders a little bit, shrug it around. Come back with your left leg extended behind into that lunging shape. Wiggle your toes back and then bring your knee all the way down, low lunge. Yeah, breathe in, breathe out. Let your arms just dangle by your sides. Let them relax a little bit. Untuck your back toes and push into the top of your left foot. Inhale, bring your left arm up. Reach up a little higher with your left arm, just a 2-inch lean to your right side. Ooh, and feel the side lateral part of your body light up a bit. And then inhale, come back up. So it's just that back to center lean. And then just reach up. So you're trying to lift up out of your own hips. Your pelvis might actually physically lift 1 inch or 2. Breathe in. Exhale. Take your left arm behind you. It can be on your inner thigh. You can lean back a little bit. Don't go too far. Now lift your right arm. So it's a slight half camel, low lunge, slight. Try to very gently turn your heart up towards the ceiling. Breathe into your lower body. Breathe into all of it. 1 more inhale. Exhale, slowly come upright. Lean forward, hands down. And Candace, because I know you always love hamstrings, we'll shift back. Half splits, you can never get enough. Breathe into the back of your right leg. And then again, find your foot. Yep, if your blocks are near, feel free to grab them. They're great buddies to keep you lifted. You're just gonna move your front foot. Flex and point. Point and flex. If you feel yourself collapsing, that's a signal. You just need to bring the ground up a little more. So blocks or hand on a table, a chair, a couch. Now notice if you're just moving your foot, but you're not really feeling your hamstring, so you might need to sit your bum a little farther back. You might need to flex your foot a little more. You might need to lean forward a little more. Just to the point of enough. You're like, that's enjoyable. It's not painful. I can stay a couple rounds. Inhale, exhale. Heart still lifted. Last inhale and exhale, everyone. You've got your blocks. You can bring them with you as you come forward into your runner's lunge, still with a lean. Take a quarter turn towards the long edge of your mat, wide-legged. Feel a little bit more evenness side to side. Yep. And then turn the opposite way, come into that lunge. So right leg is back, left leg is forward. Yep, back knee comes down. Toes untuck, low lunge. So just start with your arms by your side. Check that your left knee is pointing straight ahead with your toes. Inhale, right arm. Lift your right arm up. Good, exhale, 2-inch lean over to the left side. Feel that expanse and space happening from your right hip, your right armpit, up to your right wrist. Good, use an inhale, come back to center. And just reach up without shrugging your right shoulder all the way up to crown your earlobe. Good, 1 more breath in. Exhale, right hand to your right inner thigh or knee, or a very slight open with your chest, and then your left arm. Rise it up. You can stay with that slight opening lean or turn your heart up towards the ceiling. Half low lunge, half camel, 100% breath. Make sure your neck is in a sustainable position. Everyone looks pretty solid. 1 or 2 more breaths. And come up as thoughtfully as you went into it. So the arm lifts you, lean forward, hands come down. Exhale, shift back, half splits. Use help. Ask for that support. Left toes up, hips lean back. Right? You might need to put a little bit more gravity with your torso leaning forward or your hips going back. Relax into your jaw. Move your foot around. Again, it just really, when we move a far part of our body, it helps us be like, oh yeah, I extend pretty far into space and that's attached to me somehow. And I can just think, move my foot and my foot moves. Pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. Come back to center, take 1 more breath in Ardha Hanumanasana. Fun way to say half splits. Use your blocks or light on your fingertips, walk forward. High runner's lunge with the lean. If you have the blocks, amazing. It really will help. If you want to do this with your back knee down instead, so your hands can actually touch the floor, please do. Cat-cow your spine in your runner's lunge. So inhale, heart pulls forward. Exhale, rounding, tucking your chin. Try not to move the shape of your legs. So your pelvis is pretty stable and you might feel things light up in a very different way. This is one of my favorite cat-cow variations is in a runner's lunge. Most of the weight is held and supported by your legs. I would say only 1/3 is supported by your arms. Cat-cow in runner's lunge. Nice, I love this pace you guys are going at. And then try it with that different variation in your neck. So maybe you just turn your head to one side when you go into cat, and then slowly turn your head to the other side when you go into cow. Just building some new pathways, physically and mentally. Take 1 more. Then walk through a wide-legged forward fold. If you want to take a pit stop here, right, you want to take a little vacation, please do. If you're ready for the other side, same thing, runner's lunge with the cat-cow motion. But you don't need to go right when I say, or right when I give the option. You want to hang in that wide-legged? Hang it out. You're ready to even it out side to side? You start to do so. And again, coming back to that sensation of enjoying the movement, enjoying the breath, enjoying how it feels in your body today. Move your head in a little bit different pattern. You can maybe even make a little arc up and down so your chin goes from one shoulder to the other. This side might have similar sensations, neutral sensations compared to the other, or just wild and different. Good, last one. Actually, no, let's take 3 to 4 more. That's not quite long enough. Get a good long time on the first side. Make it even. Come back to that slower breath. When you do feel pretty close side to side, even right and left, come to center. Bend your back knee, take a couple steps up. Work your way to eagle pose with your right thigh over your left. Like, oh no, you're not gonna tell me how to get there? No, I'm not. You guys have been doing this a while, so I want you to think about those Transitions in the middle. So right thigh over left. It truly doesn't matter which arm is underneath. There's different schools of thought. So just remember which arm you naturally put underneath. Nice. More weight into your left heel. Send your sits bones back. Keep your left knee bent. Get your elbows a little closer towards your knees so you can take that slight crouch forward. Light as a feather, slowly unwind your arms and your leg. And then exhale, float it all down. Shake it out. Second side, eagle. Garudasana, supported right leg, left leg up and over. And here's where you go, which arm did I do? Which arm do I naturally do here? Weight into your right heel so your sits bones lean back. And your elbows get a little closer towards your kneecaps. This is the healthy amount of compression for your hinge joints, knees and elbows. Relax through your jaw. Slowly release on an inhale. Fly it out, lift it up, shake it out. One more time each side, but this time you're going to stay in the more upright position. So you're going to take that first side over, either arm under, hips, legs stay super stable. I'm just going to lift my arms up and take a slight chest opener. Even though your arms are closing off your heart, you're trying to do that little lift up and back, nothing hugely dramatic. So you're just shifting your gaze towards the ceiling, leaning slightly back in your eagle. Release on your inhale. Nice job. Exhale, feet and arms down. Last time, last side. Set it up. Wrap. Remember, the hug is always available if the wrap isn't working for your shoulders today. Lower body is your anchor. Upper body lifts, elbows lift. Don't throw your head back. You can shift your eyeballs upwards. Feel the hug of your elbows and your knees to help you stay balanced because they're right in the center of your body. So if you focus on those 2 points squeezing, you might be a little more balanced. Good. Last breath in and out. Slowly unwind on your inhale. Nice job. Release it out. Shake it out. Take your feet a little wider on your mat and just find a little side-to-side balance, lifting up through your leg. A little lean, a little outer hip awakening. And then see if you can balance on your left foot, lean to the side. Like arms on a clock. Your torso and your leg. One more breath in. Yep, you can release any arm that's going to help you balance. Inhale, slowly come up and switch. Weight on your right foot. Just a new way again to find space. Use your arms in whatever way is going to help you stay stable. Last breath in and out. Good. Come back up. Wide feet. Malasana, but where you really feel your chest lifted. So if you come down an inch and you know you're going to start to round in and collapse, don't go any farther. If you can go a little farther, do it. But if you start to really feel yourself do the slump and dump, you can always use a block or 2 or 3 and get yourself to a place where you feel fully lifted. Yeah. I like the highest height on this one. You might go second highest or lowest. Reach your arms back behind you, palms facing forward, shoulder blades together. Ooh, yeah, make any adjustments so it's sustainable, so your back is on the same page as you, not playing against you. Good, one more breath in. Exhale, bring your hands back to heart center. Find your feet, a little push, and lift. Good, move your block out of the way. One time only. your sun salutation. Start anywhere on your mat. Begin with an inhale. Go through one really mindful sun salutation. I know every single person on this screen knows what to do, but just because you know it doesn't mean you need to do all of it. And are you in it with your breath? Your teammates, you and your breath, best buddies. Good. If you've got anything asymmetrical in your individual sun salutation, even it out right and left. Meet in child's pose. Full capacity to breathe. When you are in Balasana, child's pose, outstretch your arms, connect your palms and fingers. Bend at your elbows, let your thumbs reach towards the space between your shoulder blades. So it's a heart-opening child's pose, but instead of your heart towards the sky, your heart's down towards the ground. But it can still, right, you can still open up through your collarbones and chest. Maybe take your left elbow a little farther than your right, and your right elbow a little farther than your left. Maybe you keep finding that interplay of one elbow a little farther up than the other. Maybe you need them wider. Either stay here for 5 breaths or extend your arms, lift your hips slightly and come into puppy pose. Just a different way, a different shape to get a very similar chest opening sensation. But one may be better for you today than the other. And if you're like, oh no, she told me to count, I forgot. Start now. Get yourself to 5 full rounds. Either that child's pose with your triceps getting space and your chest getting space, or Anahatasana, puppy pose. When you've reached the 5th breath, slowly unwind from your shape. Use your hands to bring you upright to sit, either in hero's pose, or hips to heels, or behind on a block. Wrap your right arm behind your back. Cross your left arm in front of you onto your right thigh, and just turn your head. That's it. Feel the slightest spiral up your spinal column, just the slightest. Your right shoulder can tuck back just a 1/4 inch. Your belly button can move a little bit more to the right side. Then exhale, drop your chin down towards your chest, over towards your left shoulder, and then left ear, left shoulder. Oh, feel all that space. Right neck, right jaw, right shoulder. Inhale, bring your head back to center. Cross your right arm over your left. Do a little cat stretch back. Tuck your chin. You can hold to the outer edges of your thighs. Right hand stays where it is. Release your left arm, wrap it behind you. You want to keep your hips as stable as you can. Exhale, turn from your head first. Then work with that subtle upward spiral. So secure at your hips, a little turn of your belly button, and that 1/4 inch press back of your left shoulder. Relax your jaw. Embrace inhale and exhale. Your next exhale, begin to bring your chin down towards the center of your chest. Right ear, right shoulder. Noticing the left neck, all the muscles there, the left shoulder, left lung. When you're ready, inhale, head back to center. Cross, release that left arm, cross at your elbows again, round back. Inhale, cactus open. Hug your shoulder blades together. Bring your elbows and shoulders down, tops of the shoulders. Good, try not to stick your ribs forward. Try to keep them in a little bit towards your body so you're not splaying out. Good, hands down, eyes closed. You're gonna get 3 minutes all to yourself to finish your practice before we go into that little longer Shavasana. So you can take anything. You're in this position where you're close to the ground and you're also close to the sky. So if you need a little bit time in both arenas, you've got full 3 minutes. Don't look at anybody else. Seated meditation, definitely an option. Doesn't always have to be movement. It can be stillness or stillness within a posture. Any asymmetrical or one-sided posture, begin to move towards the second side. If you're in seated meditation, you are welcome to stay there. If you know you need some moments to ground, to rest, start to move into that shape. Butterfly, legs up the wall, fetal position on your side. Or again, sometimes you can just be in the practice and end in a meditative seat. Wherever you go, give your breath to your body, not to your intellect. Give it to your body. It'll take over. And if there is one space, whether it's physical or mental, that feels like it's chirping at you, just place that pearl of white light right there. Watch it gently glow and dim, glow and dim. Coming back to that pearl of white light, somewhere for you, body or mind. Knowing that you can find a meditative state within relaxation. Offering to stay, or the offering to quietly come into a seated position. Hands at your heart or hands on your heart. Wherever your hands may be, setting that pearl inside the physical muscle of your heart. And just focus on the glowing aspect as you inhale. And do your best to allow that softness of light to move beyond the barrier of your actual cardiac muscle, of your skin. So it has that light shine outside of your body. It's really easy to keep it in, but let's try to radiate it out just a little farther outside of ourselves. Maybe you need to send it to a particular someone, or you just know a little bit more of that glowing light needs to be out there. Ending with one soft breath together, in through your nose, out through your mouth. And thank you all for taking the time for yourselves and with each other this morning, and for allowing me to guide you. Namaste. Take your time as you come back to the screen. Have a great Friday. And about half of you know, but I am no longer going to be with Thrive, so this will be my only public yoga class. So I'll be here on Fridays. I'll be with Thrive for a little bit longer until they find teachers for all my classes, but I'll still be here. So hope to see you guys again. Yeah. Have a great weekend, everyone. Don't do anything too weird on Friday the 13th.
You too. Thanks, Amy Jane.
Thanks for coming, Kim. Good to see you.
Awesome. Yay.
Yay. Bye, Mom.